Legendary Welsh singer Sir Tom Jones not only enjoyed a long life, but also a fulfilling one. However, his biggest regret is in how he treated his wife for almost 6 decades. Sir Tom Jones was one of the leading names in the music scene from the 60s to the decades that followed. The 81-year-old made his mark in the industry despite other great talents. Jones was known for his melodic and vocal range. Jones attained stardom with back-to-back hit songs like It's Not Unusual, Green Green Grass at Home, Delilah, Till, and A Boy From Nowhere. Fans loved Jones, and sometimes, his relationships with these fans crossed moral lines. Jones was good with women. He was a passionate lover who found it hard to resist the lures of the many women that flocked to him. Jones once revealed that he slept with over 250 women in his heydays, showing how popular he was amongst his female fans. He was not only a music maestro but also a charming soul. Jones was married to his wife, Linda Trenchard, despite his philandering ways for almost 6 decades. The duo had one of the longest marriages in Hollywood, but it was not free from scandals. Jones was often unfaithful to his wife even though he loved her passionately. When they met, Jones and Linda seemed to have had a special connection. The young kids would often see each other in their community, and Jones took the bold step of asking her out, but Linda held her ground until she was 15 before giving him the answer he desired. The duo got married in 1957 when Linda was only 16. Infidelity and arrangement. Jonas' career took him far and wide but mostly far from his wife and in the company of his female fans. His relationship with female fans was rumored to be legendary, as some will even go as far as flinging their underwear on the stage in an attempt to get Jonas' attention. During his tours, the singer's dressing room became a space to accommodate his sexual escapades with fans. Some of his flings with younger fans became uncovered after he was pictured kissing 19-year-old Marjorie, a beauty queen at the time. Marjorie was stripped of her Miss World title, and Jones told his wife it was over when he realized she would find out about the affair. Distressed, Marjorie consumed many sleeping pills and went into a coma. Fortunately, she was able to recover. When Linda found out about their affair, she was furious, and according to Jones, she shouted and beat him while he stood there taking his punishment, yet, this did not deter him from cheating. Linda and Jones struggled to have more children after their son Mark was born. When she found out Jones had fathered a kid with another woman in 1987, her pain became unbearable. Jones had a 4-day fling with model Catherine Berkery on his U.S. tour, culminating in his son Jonathan's birth. Isolation and illness. Jones and Linda planned to return to the United Kingdom for several years, but they never did. Linda had developed agoraphobia, according to his memoir. She stayed at home while he went on tour for weeks or months. In the last years of her life, she became less and less visible in public. His wife had struggled with depression and lost her spark. Despite the cold state of things between them, Jones could not divorce his wife. Instead, he called her an unbelievable woman and the love of his life. Linda was later diagnosed with cancer, which she died of at age 76. Why Jones blamed himself. Jones cancelled his tour to be with his dying wife, and her death left him in deep grief. Part of his regrets was his actions towards his devoted wife. Jones wished he had persuaded her to get treatment earlier. By the time they learned of cancer, it was already too late. Grief and pain kept Jones away from his passion, but Linda had already asked him not to die with her, and since then, the music icon has stayed with his passion while honoring his late wife.